Thank you for being here with me. My lips are dry, but that'll be the last thing that we do. So I just washed off today's makeup, and what I use is Neutrogena makeup removal wipes and also the Scandinavia, the makeup remover spray. I love this stuff. I want them to come out with an 8-ounce bottle of this. For their finishing sprays, they have 8-ounce bottles, either 4 ounce or 8. And they have 4 ounce and an 8 ounce. This one they only have 4 ounce, and I want them to have more because I'll be going through this. So do all of that, take that off, and then I always double cleanse my face. Always double cleanse. So I use the Olay Generous Regenerating Cream Cleanser. This does exfoliate ever so slightly, and so that's why I use this after I remove my makeup, because I want to make sure getting everything off. And then I will do my second cleanse with the Mellow Marula Cream Cleanser that I think I showed in my wake up routine. In my shower, I have their jelly cleanser. I know I did mention this, Bestie number 9 jelly cleanser. So if I'm going to get in the shower right after, I'll do my first cleanse at the bathroom sink with this, and then I'll double cleanse with this in the shower. So those are the 3 cleansers that I am rotating through right now. So the first thing we're gonna do, still have my caboodle here, y'all. Y'all gonna be like, y'all got so much stuff. And some people, I mean, if your skin is cool, which is, I feel like I'm yelling. If your skin is cool, which is washing your face, drying it, putting on moisturizer, my hat is off to you. My skin needs more. And this is a lot of stuff that I use, but everything has a purpose. And with the Drunk Elephant, the products target different things, and my skin loves it, and I have sensitive skin. So if my skin loves something, I feel like I gotta stick with it to keep my skin happy. So we're going to use our Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Universal pills. The Universal is the orange one. They have one in blue for sensitive skin. The reviews were like, it's slimy, it don't feel nice. I never tried it. Sometimes when I use these, when my skin is in a very good place, you open it up. Number one, you open up, and number one is exfoliate and smooth. And when I first started using these years and years and years ago, before I even finished getting this all over my face, my face would start burning. Not a lot, but it's just like, okay, you don't take too long doing this. Usually I do behind my ears as well, but because I have this eczema thing going on in here and this eczema thing going on back here, I'm not going to do that. And then I'll just turn it over, and they are pre-moistened, which is nice. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. My skin is starting to have a little bit of tingle, but not a burn. Sometimes it doesn't tingle at all. And then you just throw this away. Step 2, open this up, do the same thing. This is the neutralizing agent in here. This one says anti-aging neutralizer, and this is the same thing. You open it up, and this neutralizes the acids from in the first pad. Alpha is alpha hydroxy acids, beta is beta hydroxy acids, and so this does neutralize it. So whatever slight burn I had, it goes away as soon as I use this one. Some people don't even use the second one. They're like, oh, I was supposed to do that? If your skin is built like that, hey, my skin is not. And so, as you can see, it is very moist. This is more wet than the first one, and maybe just to ensure you're neutralizing. I don't know, but look at my skin. If you didn't see the first one, I am 55 years old, and sometimes people will ask me, particularly in live streams, what skincare do you use? Your skin looks great. I'm gonna show you all the skincare I use. And I have just solidified this nighttime routine maybe like 2 months ago. So this will be the best one to watch. And I don't foresee me changing anything except for when I run out of this, because they don't make that anymore. And they don't make this one anymore, but they do have a newer one. And it was fine the way it was, but they do have a newer one. I'm giving this time, excuse me, to dry down. They do have a newer one, which my skin likes that as well. So, oh, this is cold. So I'm trying to just rush it along so we can get on with the rest of the skincare. And they do say, you know, take time in between what you're applying, otherwise this is going to end up a slippery mess. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take my prescription Tetranoin cream, 0.1%. Lately I've been just putting it on my forehead. I don't know what these marks are. I always have bumps on my forehead, and I was thinking of going to the dermatologist and saying, can you take all these off? But they're not bothersome. So they say take a pea-size amount. I usually take less. They say a pea-size amount for your entire face. They do say you can use it like under your eyes as well. It is a thick cream, like it's not moving. And so I will just kind of dot it and just kind of do that. And then, so you see I didn't put it directly under my eye, but I will take that and blend it under my eye. And so, but you can put it directly there. And it is a thick cream. And so I mostly concentrated on my forehead because that's where I always have bumps. And it's not acne. And because they've been there for forever. And ever since I was in my early 20s, I've had little bumps on my forehead. Sometimes they go down. Sometimes a few more will come up. But it's not acne. This one looks like it has a pinpoint in the middle of it. So that is, it can be taken out. And the same as this one. And I had one here they took out. I had one here, they took that out. So that's what that scar is. And so and they sent it to the lab. It was benign. I forget what they said that it was. But so it's not acne. It's just something else. And I do have milia under my eyes as well. So then we take, what do I take after that? I'm looking at my kit. I take, this I got from BJ's. It came in a 2-pack. This is Rock Clinically Proven Retinol Correction Line Smoothing Cream Advanced Retinol. And y'all like, girl, you just put retinol on. I know, and I have another retinol product as well. My skin is cool with it though. And I did not start with 0.1%. I started with 0.025% and then went to 0.05%, and now we're at 0.1%. So if your skin can handle it, yes. And I do not use this every day all over, because then my skin may develop dry patches, and so I'll just take a few days off, which is what you do. AM or PM, it says. The price was really good on this at BJ's for a 2-pack. It doesn't have a date on it for PAO, which means it should last or should be good for at least 30 months according to other skincare and makeup. So I'll do one of those things again, put it here and put it on the side. This one does not say put on your eyelids, and so I do not put it on my eyelids, and so we will take that. Ideally with skincare, they say apply it thinnest to thickest, because that way it will penetrate into your skin. If you put a heavy cream on first, any serum you put on top of that is going to sit on top of the cream. That's the theory, that's the concept. So we're going to take Proteini Power Peptide Resurf Serum from Drunk Elephant, 10% lactic acid, 10% lactic acid, and 11 signal peptides. I used this, the first time I used it, it came in a subscription box. This thing is $82. And my viewers, I only use 1 pump, encouraged me to try it. And so it says avoid contact with eyes. And I put it on, and look where my fingers are, right? My eyes were burning. So I was like, oh my gosh. I lasted 20 minutes, I took it off, and I saw a difference in my skin in those 20 minutes. So I'm like, I'm gonna figure out how to make it work. So now what I do is I do the forehead, and then I come down here. I don't come along the sides of my eyes. And if I do, I just do like this and not like how I was doing it before. I noticed the difference with this 20 minutes. So this is one of those products that when I tried it, my skin was like, yes, give me more. Then we're gonna take Drunk Elephant. I finished this in 6 months. It says my label on here. How long do I take? It takes me 10 months to finish this one. And I only use 1 pump of each. They say like 2 or 3, but no. Drunk Elephant is expensive, and I do get it from Ulta when they have their coupon codes, point multipliers, that type of thing. This is their TLC Frambrose Glycolic Night Serum. Glycolic is a form of acid too, and it says 10% AHA and 1% BHA, and it has raspberry extract. So we're putting more acids on our face. But my skin likes it, and it's not too much. I just do 1 pump. And because I have other stuff on, it will be enough. And so I take this and just put this all over my face. Did you hear that? It's like I was like moving furniture. Then I take their B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. This has pineapple ceramide and provitamin B5 in it. And I like how, I just like how you open and close it. one pump. I just do one pump of all of this stuff, and I do the same thing, same place. And so keep in mind, y'all like, girl, how many products is that already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 products already, but all of them target something different. The only thing that I have the same will be the different retinol products, but then they have like different percentages and, you know, all of that stuff, and my skin is fine with it. This we're going to put on just because we're using it up, and we did use this for my wake up, and so we just, I love how this pops up, and that's what puts it into the tube, and then you push the top down and it squeezes out. Well, not squeezes out, but it pushes out. And so that's what that looks like. So we're going to put that on as well. This feels so good. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. And then we're also going to take, y'all like, and more? Yeah, there's more. I'm going to take the Peter Thomas Raw Potency, 1 pump, because that does say you can use it twice a day. My skin loves this stuff. Let me know if you try any of these products. My face does not like all of Drunk Elephant's products, but these are the ones that it likes. On a lazy day, I think I mentioned in the previous video that gift with purchase Bora Barrier Repair Cream, and I liked it so much. My skin loves it so much. I did order a full size. I forgot to put on the toner, the City Beauty Complexion Balancing Toner. This is supposed to be the first thing after you wash your face, but this will be the first thing. The pads will be after I wash, and then I would do the toner. I had this here and I forgot to use it, because you know why? I have so much stuff. Can y'all keep up with everything I'm doing right now? Let me know down below. We're going to take, this is Peter Thomas Roth Retinol Fusion PM Night Serum, pure and potent, time released, micro encapsulated retinol, 1.5% vitamins E and C for all skin types. This is a 2-ounce bottle. I don't finish this in a year, and you can still use Stuff Skincare past when they say, but it may lose some of its potency. And I put maybe 3 or 4 or 5 drops in my hand and do this, and then put this on. So yeah, y'all like, girl, you have a lot of retinol products, I know, but look at my skin now. When I first sat here, look how my skin looked. Earlier today when I did my wake up skincare routine, remember how my skin looked. So even though you guys, some of you may be saying that's a lot, this is expensive too. Peter's expensive, Drunk Elephant's expensive, Dennis is expensive. Expensive. Now we're going to, that's almost everything. The last thing that goes on my face is Drunk Elephant. Well, second to the last thing, Drunk Elephant Bouncy Bright Facial Correct and Clarify, 10% azelaic acid, 2% salicylic acid, triple antioxidant brightening complex. This is the last thing, and it does say put this on after everything else, and the print is so small, but I am almost sure that that is what it says. And this is a thick cream. And again, like I'm saying, most of these target something different. There are different acids in this, and my skin really liked this. And I asked my doctor if he can prescribe it, but that's not on the VA's medical list of stuff that they can order, and so that was a no. And so I was like, I will buy it because my skin loved it. So I'm like, I want to get it. So I just take 1 pump, and then I put this back on here. Keeps it from getting dried out inside. Is this really the last thing? Second to the last. Do you like this? And this goes all over. This is really thick, and it does say mask. Bright Bouncy Bright Facial Mask Illuminator. And so that's why this is the last thing, because it is the thickest thing. And yeah, my skin loves my routine. I don't foresee changing anything until I run out of this, and then I just won't have that. But with all the other stuff, I do think my skin will be just as happy. The very, very last thing that I do, let me wipe that off my hands. The very, very, very last thing that I do is put on the City Beauty Night Oil. So I have the Plumping Day Oil I put on in the daytime, well, my wake up skincare routine. And I put on the night oil before I go to bed. Y'all, this stuff, I'm in love. I used to be a chapstick girl, I'm not anymore. I don't have on here how fast I use it. The POA for these is 6 months, and I actually use it all the way up in 7 months. Because at first I'm like 6 months, but because this is the only lip oil I use, it does get used, and I use it every time before I go to sleep. And this one I use, the daytime one that I showed you earlier, I use that when I first wake up after I do my skincare and before I do makeup videos, which is almost every day. So that is everything that goes on my face. And y'all probably like, girl, thank goodness, because that's a lot of stuff. It is a lot. Look at my skin though. You know what I'm saying? And again, if your skin is content with just washing it and putting on moisturizer, have at it. Like, I'm serious, because this stuff is expensive, and it took me years to find skincare products that my skin loved, because I do have sensitive skin, and I do consider skincare an investment. And if my skin loves it, I feel like I have to keep getting it, because that's what my skin loves. And look at my skin. I'll remind you, if you didn't see the one earlier, I'm 55 years old. So say what you will. But yes, it is a lot of stuff. But again, sales, coupon codes, gift cards, point multiplier events. That's how I get this stuff, because this is expensive. Sometimes QVC will have Peter Thomas Roth products every once in a while, but not always. And I get most of this from Sephora. I get most of my Drunk Elephant from Sephora when they have point multipliers for skincare and all of that stuff. And I like shopping at Sephora because you can stack the deals and you can still use your gift cards and or your points. Whereas with Sephora, you have to use your credit card to use your cash rewards, and you can't double that with you know, their sales. And so I'm just like, what? If it's my stuff, let me use all my stuff. And so that's why I do prefer shopping at Ulta, and that's why I get the majority of my skincare from Ulta. So that'll be it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what products you use, because this is a lot. I didn't count them. I don't know how many it is, but I do know that it's a lot. But look at my skin. Look at my skin. So let me know down below if you've tried any of these products, if they worked for you. If they didn't work for you, you know, what happened? Did it irritate your skin? Did your face turn red? Did you break out in bumps or hives or rash? Or did it just not do anything? And keep in mind, if it didn't do anything, keep in mind when I said earlier about this one, I didn't think it did anything. And when I ran out 3 to 4 days later, my skin was like, you know, all dried up and had patches. And I'm like, what happened to my skin? I'm like, darn it, I stopped using that serum. So it might be a situation like that too. And that's why they say, that's part of why they say if you're using a new skincare product, give it 4 to 6 weeks. Because if you're using a different product every 2 weeks, and something is working, you won't know exactly what it is that worked. Or if something breaks you out, you won't know what broke you out, because every 2 weeks you're using different products. And yes, I do use a lot of different products, but these are all the products. And look at my skin. They work very well together. And it did take me years to get this way. And so we're going to go. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. There's playlists down below. There's playlists also on my YouTube page, and so I would love for you to just hang out and just, you know, watch some more of those videos, and let me know what you think about any of the videos that you watch. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you, and you'll see me soon.